Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. Today we're back once again talking about the professional League of Legends offseason, the latest and greatest news, rumors, speculation, all that good stuff going on in just the esports scene for League of Legends in general. With that being said, today we're more specifically talking about the Nemesis situation. This was actually last night. Apple had tweeted this out. We kind of talked about it on my stream last night. And then come this morning, there's still not really any new information. So this is kind of the latest up-to-date stuff that we're hearing. This seems like the most likely situation going on. Apple had tweeted out, sadly, it seems both Nemesis and Crownshot will be teamless for the upcoming split. Again, Crownshot has already tweeted out that he's not going to be playing in the LEC or LCS for 2021, so that's kind of, pretty much official at this point. And then Nemesis had been becoming more and more likely because the LEC had pretty much all 10 mid lane spots either rumored or very, very near confirmed, and the LCS was slowly closing in on having that as well. I think there's only one mid lane spot even still left available in the LCS. I believe Dignitas doesn't have a mid laner yet, and I believe that's it. So it was looking less and less likely for Nemesis as the days went on, but now, yeah, it's looking like he's not going to end up on a team. Things can change, but they're very slim, enough to make Applehead confident enough in making this post. He has been told that they will both be looking to move in with LS to Bootcamp in Korea in the meantime, which I think would be pretty interesting, be exciting for both those guys, obviously, to spend a split or a year or whatever in Korea, kind of building up in that solo queue, in that environment. Also, living with LS would obviously keep them in the professional scene a lot. Yeah, so that'd be exciting. But he did say, notice I said looking, this is not guaranteed, obviously due to COVID, travel restrictions, all that stuff, but it is just one option on the table for them. And also, if they're considering stuff like that, it does make it seem more and more legit that they're both not going to be on teams in 2021. Both their situations are obviously a little bit different, but both pretty interesting. Crownshot is definitely one of the top 10 AD carries in LEC. He would definitely be one of the top 10 AD carries in LCS. He does deserve a spot in one of the leagues. Crownshot going to the LCS, though. The LCS doesn't usually import a ton of AD carries. It is pretty hard to import AD carry because the LCS doesn't have very much resident mid lane talent, so you usually have to import a mid laner. So then of the other 4 positions, you can really only import 1. And as of late, AD carry hasn't been this huge, massive carry position, so a lot of people are importing top laners and supports and stuff like that. So it is kind of difficult for NA to import AD carries. Also, NA is kind of, AD carry is one of their better positions. We have a lot of good bot lane talent in North America, at least relative to other positions. So again, most teams in LCS aren't going to be inclined to import AD carry. And then in the LEC, teams may have been potentially considering Crownshot, but he was kind of hoping, obviously, to land on G2 or fnatic, so he was kind of waiting out those situations. Once either of those didn't pan out for him, it was kind of too late for him to end up on another team, because other teams kind of moved on, went other ways, whether they went young or just with another AD carry talent. And the LEC is also very, very stacked in the bot lane position. Crownshot just ended up in a weird spot. He definitely deserves a spot, and he'll definitely have another spot in the LEC at some point, you hope, unless he really falls off and a bunch of people have great years this year. But with Nemesis, he's coming off a not very good year, and not very good split, and not very good Worlds performance. And again, mid lane, EU mids, man, that's the meme. That's what it's been historically. Mid lane is so competitive in EU, and if you're coming off a bad split, if you're coming off a bad year, if you're coming off a bad Worlds performance, teams are so much more likely to want to go with a cheaper, younger, higher ceiling, more potential mid lane option. Because again, Nemesis would be a top 10 mid in the LEC. He would be a top 10 mid in the LCS. So it is kind of a tragedy that he does not have a spot. But again, he was just another one of those guys who just ended up in a weird, awkward position where there wasn't a lot of teams left, kind of when the musical chairs got going. Also, this year in the LCS, a lot of teams don't have a ton of money. The top teams have mid lane, locked up, because to be a top team, you need to have a good mid laner. And the bottom tier teams, they're not looking to spend a ton of money, so they're not looking to import Nemesis. Not that Nemesis would be one of the huge high price tag guys, but when they can give someone like Insanity, bottom of the barrel money, or a Blaze Olive, bottom of the barrel minimum money and stuff, it just makes a little bit more sense for them to go that way, and that's kind of what they chose to do. They're also trying to build up the talent in NA. For so long, people have been like, oh, develop talent, and NA's starting to do that a little bit, but then now people are upset when guys like Nemesis and Crownshot aren't being imported to the LCS. So it's this weird give and take where LCS teams can't really win, and but it is weird when guys like Nemesis and Crownshot have been so good the last couple of years, the last couple of splits, and now they don't have teams in 2021. But a ton of people have been asking me what's going to happen with Crownshot, what's going to happen with Nemesis. This is the latest update I have for you guys. It looks like both of them are going to be teamless to start 2021. Maybe they get picked up at the midway point, maybe they get picked up mid-split, mid-year. who knows? I mean, if any team has mid lane issues, AD carry issues, these are going to be two of the top free agents on the market. But it seems like they are trying to spend some time in Korea boot camp and building up their skills. They're trying to stay in the scene. They're trying to stay motivated. Yeah, really unfortunate situations for both these guys, but obviously they're going to have opportunities in academy, regional leagues. They're going to have a ton of doors open to them and do whatever they want to do. And they're going to get another chance to prove themselves at some point. So hopefully when that time comes, they are ready. Hopefully they take it and run with it. Because if they don't, they are really risking maybe not ever being able to perform the LEC or LCS ever again, which would be very, very unfortunate for two young, very talented, high-ceiling players who are maybe kind of in bad situations for different reasons. But that is pretty much it for this video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below. What do you think about the situation? What team should Nemesis go to? What team should Crownshot go to? What team should be reaching out to them and picking them up? I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe to update on the latest content. Check me out over at Twitch, twitch.tv/I_am_germ. $25 RP giveaway is going to be the first link in the description below. Hopefully I catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.